Day ni bi nkakra nti abedwafo so anim ho no ayefefefe pa ene Azel se media min she pink inti so ma she pink no ai ma she no fefefe Azel me da se na makamfo Azel amount se wo patade a efe na ye shefata se ready kra na wo pay for Friday out na lunch date and dinner date Mr. Frenone oh experienced hands wo ho on be permanent tem ama ehye won so a wa be hu se ampa wa shatade wodidim opese wo ye fashion designer na fashion illustrator kai se won so school no ho admissions no opened enti bomodian say obefre Azel Vogue 0244 155 266 0244 155 266 na kiss my hair me kiss my hair ne de maka kiss my hair mama boom hair mama Z-Nails and Beauty and so say bomodia say obeba na enwipa no odi bia show oba na wenye wani munya mema mo so Thursday e ma no ya na motonwi ni che ya ni je enti ojini a efe say ye baby thing hair say ye pixie hair say ye some straight be bone straight be no waji amano no ba na ni age ya na ye pe you know say we via pe de ye bouncy say ye straight so ye pe de ye lengthy ti ukwa gide 26 inches no 21 22 24 26 emuwa ewa skani bi wom ti utoma ya na ni age ana ma meboa ene de women advocate me a makama mano enti me man mon frɛ the hair mama e was 055 3837 201 oko TikTok and so ne handle ni Z-Nails and Beauty aka the hair mama e ho no mo so be hu enwi bi ho dia oyere ana ofiansi sha be fata no a wankasa so ani beje hu a obeka se medo yire medo fopa enwi afata wo mia we de me botom na eno so be hu bi e wo honom TikTok handle no Z-Nails and Beauty aka the hair mama or the nebe spa monko Christmas spa and beauty almost watch moto omo ya de say grooming ni na obeya ma pedicure ni manicure Christmas be ya ma obefre almost wosu obe papa ye no obefre wosu a 0240 300 600 and na chimota 0249 507 713 me da woman se papa makachre adwa pretty say me de no ebeko spa ono de me de ne beko soothing chills for ne ho na chese vouchers no aye adwuma kama pa opese wo dem ye hwam na se o closed area bia o office o car mu a pacho battery diffusers no wo mu di bia ba omu nti nice fragrances e wo ho a enya asem ketwa wo de hia ne se obefre wo mu ofre wo mo pa fragrance a ope bia no omo be ka kyerɛw de open no ka kyerɛw mo be yi amaw nti ubenya snow melon garden mango tarin peach and cherry blossom for 054 559 7953 and place your order for reed diffusers kama pa birch solid and bon komodia ye bon komodia for council of state ye kotoa be impenifo amoma betuma mpenifo enso wi ase no basabasa kakra akosi e wa Ashanti region other places wo mo ayi nti ye bedi eho enkomo said the Ghanaian Times by regions elect reps to council of state as some centers record chaotic scenes ye we pa ye beka public appointments ya revoking wa Honorable Vincent asefo adi ho nkomo a o kan se enye se mampeni mahama etusa na mo no o twasa bi ye saboni nti enye se o ye ne sa ye bedi eho enkomo na afi se brebe mu a ya kan Ghana Corruption Perception Index no ena ahia 2024 so ya anyade ye science ba fom nti eno so eno no as usual na Wednesday Honorable Alexander Kwesi Akwa MP Achimda, former Deputy Minister of Health, and yenenitie, ne de wansu suensi weni, uche security couple. Enka watari nso afrafran toka kre ya bemu.
woman kasa.
A woman kasa. We say unia no fie ni fie. And you fie dia Bernard and PSA or your NDC communication team member. Ufia ba. Ufia ya bubo din ya yanti within still. And I will let her know why na umo ya manye.
Yeah, even come.
Okay.
So no person must.
And I will call Dr. Callistus Mahama Kaka.
Demonstration am kasa be na no person me.
On person you one man dem.
So no go for buy.
Me
yeah, Ora Ebo Backman or a leading member movement for change. Oh, any Obi Odi Ebo bia the uncle county. Uncle Ebo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Afishiapa.
I think come out here.
A day didn't come. Uncle Ebo we fan so. I'm saying that my fan ambo. Let you fan so fi. Uncle Ebo first time I meet you.
Yes, I'm the first time I meet you.
Oh, okay. And Henry Brofo Kakra. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Yeah, that's your paper. If you see a train appointment letter, Brian, I'll say live. What's you need to do?
I mean, they said that when you were when you are, Nina is to Saturday. Stress is about so that can't move.
Yes, it's too much stress in Intimo. It's at the end of this stress in Abano. Council of State election and now appointment in appointment revocation.
No, me NDC for you back one mobile say or the Asempa Nabu. Asempa, Nancy and I'm seeing you
124-hour economy.
I'm saying I'm say you Nasian or say or the Asempa Daba.
Anya Asempa.
Asempa na don't buy Asempa that.
You treat semantics. So can one the board
Asempa bia na ati. Om the Asempa Daba. Na wa go for your mama appointment we am yo madwuma na Ghana for. You see will be ensan kotre fie you madidi. Let's say Asempa that e ma stress say. E be ma stress. Ni kan French akase ma wa hwefo nyina tichu ni. Adekye wa chim da ma da romanticity ha.
Omo mama oye be me. Also if you be kire sa anwom na se.
Omo di to me no ashemensa.
Okay.
Na adope e bidi Ghana ho nkomo.
Ofie.
Stress ni bia.
Stress. I will give up.
Yeah, measures in the Council of State for the.
You. Internet say we all go on round one. Yeah. Council of State.
Council of States. Enra the see no enumguase kese ohaw kese kire se Ghana no enka ye kabi mami nkebi amembuo ni mu nhihye no ka ye koye nim no na nka etu mpon na ye improve nanso enne tesan de abamu ene se nyaatwum hypocrisy a ewo yem politics mu no ebi akwa kodura Council of State da ye nim se Council of State nanka eyempani a omo ba betu mampanifo hwe constitution no de kire no a wa kire kwa e fa so yi Council of State wo mo a mampani etimi pa wo mo no eye nkrofo a wabobra from certain areas of the society, former IGP, former CDS.
No, omono their constitution ashe and son of sign be power 11.
Did they make part of say constitution no share says and pay and the emra dia.
Okay.
Then it gives you an idea of who the Council of State members must be.
But the constitution is so unchere who it must be.
And I make sure say
that
is fine, but be part of say near constitution no share president say one power no.
Okay.
Emma wo adwene bi say nipa ebeko Council of State no. Enye nipa bisa.
Okay.
O dey say.
Okay.
Enso ene esan say ye to aba a yabato nyinara aba ba ye sikasam yabato nyinara aba ba ye emabo yabato nyinara aba ba ye sikatwe enti ebi aba ba ura Council of State no. In fact, this is not the first time where Council of State elections no. Yeah, omaye. But wait, afiedie any die sebe edi efin aba ba Council of State. Na ohwe oman empany die hye no a ka oyi president according to constitution no vice president legislature judiciary Council of State shemu ho baabi ohwe mu a wo mo no se wo ye efene say nhihye a subset bi a omo wo ho nyina mu na se omo no efutuo no mutu president no ye president bekeke mekaya nansen parliament ye ne speaker tawantawa bi 8th parliament no council of state for eba mu ebe two speaker for omama speaker lakoma eba afom ebiri bia Ken must go bribe nsem bi ba mu na ye bebrebe bi mani ade no council of state for efre Ken must go mpanimfo no ene omudi nsawoso na che se sa nipa ye nipa bi a omutu obiafo 3 arms of government no a ye de ye gi ehudi se yato aba ma yen no council of state wo mu se president pe no mutu no fo according to constitution no but omu wo mu kwan se omutumi tu ye nyina afo se judiciary bibi koso na se nye ya omoba mu bi se legislature bibi koso na nye ya omoba mu bi enti enka wo mu a ya appoint wo mu no se yetimi eto aba eyi nipa bi saa na enko yese normal elections a ye ko na ye de party nsem abamu a ebema omokasa ne omofutu omode ma no ayede ebeye krojen a sebe ahomye wo mu a ebeboa oman kanko
ade party nsem abamu wo
enu ade ko ye
enu ano de ti ansem mrantie krata ne se mrantie abetibenfo
me wo video bia o hwa nipa bia koye no de wa omo chante NDC nyom na chese na omo tai obi a oye NDC achi nka yinim ne sa
wo hin fan region ben
me name region ko but I saw the video omo to NDC for nyom a chese utubo se ye tai obi a oye NDC ni achi nipa wato ababi so yi wo omo emranti abem emranti ni put nkan ha dwene kese kire se sabe emranti etu mampanifo a eye yi eche so no kwa betima convey emranti nsem no the youthful issues no no dia mampani betias ye to wo abranti bi within the council of state membership no na se obetimi de emranti nsem abamu a ebeboa sabe ye retirees ni empanifo ne former no no mehu the Gen Z for so adwene na ma ye bi because hwe ene population no a youth no adults mebunu no adults it is o man te mebunu ase a wo ye dan etu mampanifo emma ne hye policies ene niema ye de beboa the bulk of the population a omye youth no nti kagede but siketu abem emma abo abem ede na wa council of state wo no mu a ene adane maatwe
hemfa no mutu eska no
me mfinsu ha
samu ani e wonsu jai kan na woni evidence a o kan ire
you see evidence here the case me ho eno na ama make us nya atwumsam abem because ye be wa ni ye be say e politics a ana ye ne political ye ne partyism ye mwa ni enye ne sa to say assembly die it ye no enka we ni the last form of elections a enka was ye din na ye boko anka enye to be so ne bebre wo ho no mu a apart from the you say ya suspend ne ye twen aba wo mu no ne ade no bebia ni ho no mu a ya to aba no a aye din sa wo mu a wo mu ko bie no dodo na for say it was an unfair election Eastern region nipa wo yi no na on say aye about wonti no and then no ye the about one ensem ene ho hyehyɛ na ebem ohin bi a owo kede okobi mebwa
odan achim kede okay wow on feature
ohin bi owo mu me I stand to be corrected but sa hen no before elections and after elections no okasa ye pa after elections kura no na ohuru yeraba omia ene Samira say
really
say by this and Samira AFS Lydia go be sleep ma Ghana for ma ebuafu but so sa hen no ko bi na onya se zero se de wo mu ni se ne sa no dia ene ni ehunu se elections wo hwanya de ketwa ti so bi ko bi no ria no mo susu asere no
nti se sia utu onye ne fo ana
we kakre ye yi
oh
because senia ye to aba wie ye na saa ohen no esopa president na do dan kwaku fado before elections impo any after elections yina no na just elections anya de ketwa but eneno say empani Ghana mpanimfo ewo bibia ye beye ne de asesa council of state structure any kwan e fa so edi yi nipa no a yenye ebiom emebunu abem
ye na bone po
babunu a wabemu no oye 32 years western region ni no
okay
enso ye say ne unya 40 years a untimi ni president
say no the constitution no na ka
enso ye 32
western
years
region max obuache
ye 32-year-old person a okotu president for ono di president bi enye yi but obetwe to president for
interesting I get your point
so maybe me fi ba no enu nti no
as I say share constitution
that is it
okay
because yetime yi 32-year-old person a ono ebeka omampani afutufufu ho ade a ene na sa nipa no o se man ho kwan ma sese odi president na yi ya ye man kwan ma ni president me dey me say council of state the usefulness and say no hia no e wo ho but afie research na aba council of state mu research na aba mu ene ehun sensem na aba no aye animguase ye kese e dey ama the very august body away your constitution.
Have you empathy into or council of state elections?
Yo. Yeah, my menfa asedama na minchia enianu ma yeshia.
Yeah.
Na minchia wa hefonso. Na Mr. Nyankopon ahoden ne humu. Na nimidia odebedon President Mahama na bebia Ghana yakwa ko wie prempren wetimi ayi afi o haw ni amane a da enum enche bia no ye beti budget honkomo
okay
na Ghana fo be hu bebia toku donku a MPP abang etwemi e de Ghana kwa ko wram oso wode jawa no wode shawa no wode jawa ana wode jawa no wode aswa whichever way
ye di jawa ne ye di aswa
wode jawa no wode aswa nti nia President Mahama betimi aye na ya reset oman no ye beye ya Council of States no honorable council want to president nkwafo da bi oti oman fu nyina afo parliamentary Council of States ndi oti oman ni nyina ya mfotufu ndi obi bia ibibia emfa ne kwan so say ye morally and say ye emra kwan so na entia let us say wotimi tu ni ba ko for mane ye
honorable de no na o de be kan na the constitution ni kan honorable so
kan say dem
o kire o mo functions so o mo tu man for article 89 clause 1 there shall be a council of state to counsel the president in the performance of his function. Then it goes on to say the council of state shall consist of into your primary function here to counsel the president.
Magiatum. I'm say okay won ding na edema won ne functions our dema won I'm say na area dan kakra because guys will be a council of state na guys otimi tu o man ni nyina afo ma na ye.
Yeah, we the function no
president
no patrol.
I'm so be ansakra na president betimi aye appointments bi ni ade no as I say on the council of state for susu hu ansa enti eye body I beka say ye democracy na ehu hia papa wo call baby to say Westminster to say near Britain for ye na so won de no wo upper chamber enti eno no wo ho ye de no ya anya de ne sa the fan American system Congress enti ye de no akwa to say near enya near sebio why no Britain ni bi yendi by elections and ya ken yayi obeto abatu no mu no na omampanyin so I nominate ebinom aba be kan say say no constitution no meboa
regional reps government
elected ones no
11.
there will be appointees
okay then the constitution as actually
exactly yeah na won abeboa wo so unyumadi ne mu baby a many honorable ya adwen kakra ne say Ghana constitution ne kire say unya amfirishi aduanan a untimi en contest it so be president of Ghana say unya amfirishi aduanan ansa 40 years and above nanso say ye council of state obi obeti o man panyinfo a na say mfini nu 40 years I think the question mark kakra but fidinani na me decide ho abobo kakra nema bi akoso a enyefe over the years am say yenti bi sa da say council of state abato they wontwi beba sebe nka oba be ye role models we ni pa bi a ye man eni so hwe nga te ne okwa abusua ma wowo ozo yenko hia abrewa yenko ti abrewa nti won na ba be ya abrewa ti a owo fie na abrewa ti owo fie a bibi kire nso a ye gwan to ya no na ye ko gya futufi no ho no ono no anke ka no ho ye through the election I don't think say ya dia ya ho ade ya te say baby a won antimi anye no metie local government minister ora Ahmed Ibrahim no chere say obehwe say obetimi ato saba no abeka ho na ebi nso chere say eno nso nchere say won ato won so aba no edubre say won adwuma na waye won adwuma na ebi meka ho a wontimi nya obetimi won adwuma nsa pepepe na ne aka no ye de aka ho ye behwe say ochina bi no ye den tutu foforo beba say de bia na manfo bi num adwen ne say ye constitution no ye hia say ye san hwemu biom na ye nsakra me je say sa ha yi e be hia say ye be hwemu biom mfia e say nipa ni di ansa na wako contest sa election no because election dey say be examination it me favor bi akeke depending on nipa na hoden a odbekọ sa election nim influence be brave wom enei ye nyina agya atom say democracy no expensive ndi baby a what wa baby a no sika edi makoten okay eno na ko yesa ne a sebe ebe for the highest bidder we sika mu yedura ultimate win sebe say we qualified ampani ampa so obetimi aboa kwa adwumadi a wo anim no because we futufu a I just say wetimi abobra adum pempen so bi in retired public servants and civil servants bi ewo mu a nkanu ne ye pa example say tell me the cite example say ukofi a wozo yenko hu abrewa yenko hu abrewa ti a uko bia ti opanyin ni fi a haw no opanyin no wo fi no ti o man panyin fun no man panyin kasa din edi ne panyin broso a afutu ben na bia obetimi ana nya da bia so na be ye afutu kai say wotimi stand
okay
so what I say against name be a president or so no name be o ya e bia entene emfa ne kwan so eso wotimi de ne kasa na o wadwin bia entia emmo man ne mpunta wotimi twesan na sabe wonsa hwe obi anum a wotimi bɔ na pampam sa enti yen hwɛ sɛ ye kwen anim ne betimi ayesa nsakra no ansa me de ma no besi no
ansa wo de besi no ma memmo a wo sɛ o kan article 80 now about article 91 says the president appointment and any other authority appointment be a council of state 80 ekasa for mutumi to home for be on so 91 clause 3 so council of state one kasa so to me to anamon say mrahwe be fearful and say president to anamon be na minister of state and authority be to anamon bia omutimi di nsusu ye beboa make recommendations
ebeboa e wona na me function baby na ye ntina kwese o ya futufu mo man mu ni nyina
okay
enti mfumso mma mu ye o heading na mfumso ncheda me o ya futufu ma o man no nyina ofa executive ofa legislators ofa even you just a judiciary kra no obetimi abemu wo baby mana ye me fa kwanye so na mabo ga won so awini won election a asundwe ibe mu bokọ no abo nga baso na yasre won say enkoye yes man business yehia won say obekọ akoye adwuma agina abrane afutu bi eze wode ma aban so aban ye neme bi na enya president Muhammad obi anim say sebe na ho brase ene senia ope consensus building obetimi aka obi adwen abom na yetimi achiche o man na pagya akonanim no eyade a na nije ho
okay
nti maso obenya challenge bi tisana nanu bi yenya ebi no
okay but no honorable kasa asa partisan kakrana obi so achema bia ba so say western north Ora Michael Edu mo friend no Big Edu or your regional chairman my NDC. Ono no winning ye.
Ono winning.
Okay.
Yeah. But bibi anso interest obi a ntime nko restriction bi an naso.
Okay.
Let me guess what they say. Restriction bi an naso. Unlike say district assembly election.
Will he still be a regional chairman for the party?
Okay.
Because I regional chairman among
I don't know when they meet in
Central region team of chairman.
Uncle Ebo member also until they may if fana no say.
Ena near me nyam from so bia wo ho say.
Okay.
Nipa no ye NPP ni and or ye NDC ni or ye politically exposed, partisan exposed. Na also oba be ye adwuma was sa capacity no e de abo man ni mpuntu. Sebe Ghana fo eto aba ma omampanyin based on anohoba on one koi social contract on one signing inti ebia niam bi oya ebeti amra ebechia obetimi ne nadi nkomo afa ho
okay
me je say ye ni bibia e wo constitution me brass e wo ye politically exposed that untimi me contest
obviously not say it
exactly so obeka ya no ye NDC exposed bibia nim say mo ye ma NDC obeye council member.
Yeah. Yeah, this is my first time here. Yeah. I'm excited to be here. I mean, this is my second time or third time.
Yeah, the other time you know we share. Yes.
Enim okay.
What's the kind maminchia my brother see you know one kasana we do my phone na minchia ashofu.
Okay, we brother afrafranta.
Minchia ashofu nyina na pay. Council of State election no mingina bida but matu bida.
Okay.
Yes,
because now you're assemblyman.
Yes, President for the second term, yes.
Oh, okay.
Matubi. In fact, I was even a campaign manager for Nana Prajinsem.
Oh, I see Kushia.
Yes, I'm a campaign manager for Central Region.
Okay.
And see, na Matubi so.
Oh, we need ya.
Oh, we mean, Mr. Atwe Suman. No, we need
also campaign manager, babe. Yeah, campaign manager.
And campaign manager, so we have campaign. Yes, because to say Kumasi, the nipa 12 Nejina. I'm like, eh, I don't know, sir. Yeah,
you see, 20 something.
I one person.
Position.
Civil 24.
What's the day?
I no article 71 for no eventually. Yes, and I just say more there.
And also then you focus on son what to about Zamo. Now, honestly, Council of State question now ya mbi samo can Oman Ghana able to me are without them and can we govern this country without the Council of State?
Me sure it's a question how be you one.
Yes, best practices actually US other countries are. Do they have anything like Council of State? In the Council of State for no ebana futu na was a more man penyin. The mafutu no heads of institutions are directly responsible in charge of those institutions. You want to move from my opinion, and also the Council of State. No, wasn't my opinion. Why they go to the Council of State? No, mostly no. One work on because of politicians and because one influence in see. Or young kofa oba. Yo ya. I feel so. When I put to numpono, when you're binding on the president can decide there. I put to Mzebe Juma na.
And they say your monk come of futu de odema will be a say nyenhye.
Yes,
ye futu.
Nti Indian movement for change in a Eshayan great transformational plan no more. You propose the Council of State no abolition.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Inti na osha say ubisa say omo dwumade ni say no.
Yes.
Say omo ni o man ni ntimi nkoso.
Yes, because the ends in there. Instead of Council of State, Yamfa or the second chamber. Yamfambra, Yamfamba Council of State in Nanim. So that the second chamber, which will be made up of behind a Suffolk Peace Council, Bibi today, Penifubia Wabobra. Wa mani mu da mpanyimfo no wa hwema dam afutu na nzama obutumo za atoto akwem ma man akọ nanyim no we tumo za atoto akwem. I believe that
constitutional review no committee no obutu mo ahwe this council of state issue. So opedo maintain so they can change the format.
The ususu e me so sa na mo di proposal we buy na me wo ehun question bisa say ebra na ye pay independence no na nke ye hwehwe say ye nso ye be te say Nigeria for no buy camera legislature anti te say no fie kan no say UK your upper chamber any lower chamber nti bibisa na mo ususu e but omo nso ma enyina so ye edim na ejina ne na so kama say ye kese no ne said your mine city no ye nhyeda enhia ene ye hia na
me feel that having a second chamber no obey better than the council of state.
Sir.
Yes, obey better than the council of state. I believe that the constitutional review can consider that. Also the painful raise issue of
second chamber no omunso ye be ne saying ye beto omunso aba na appointment na
so the second chamber, the institution themselves will elect their leaders.
Okay.
Let's say TUC, Council of how do you call it?
TUC,
Peace Council.
And yet it's a union.
Yes,
It's a union.
Yes. Peace Council.
Okay.
Those institutions, Police Council. So they will elect leaders to represent them on the chamber.
Oh, okay. And no, so ensign my system no sign ye more polarized than said yet. It say ye can council of state crani enim says campaign manager net can train my training in abem. But I say I competition nkwan kakra wo ho nti say ye ka say we so ye ensign menya another chamber. Na no so ye me ni say ya.
For example,
sign my ye
for example, the immediate past Chief Justice, immediate past IGP, immediate past all those people, no.
CDS or more Council of State.
Yes, they can be part of the second chamber.
My question is that how can we tell you? But I see a koto almost so aba. And also sign Emma ye mu mejija more Emma ye meye too partisan.
No, BBC there. Nagrat.
Okay.
Nagrat, for example, they have their elections already. So they have Nagrat president.
Okay.
And see, the president of Nagrat can be a member of the second chamber.
Still my question will come. Sure. Nagrat president, TUC Secretary General, any Koya Obobosui, because of so yes, some ye union for anyway inti. Omoko about also all right, but yente and to kwani gidi chinchan. The moment of say enquire wo ho enti we no enyasa me be some just Nagrat na UTAG na te upe no se minya be UTAG president minim say me call the next chamber and no cry easy ma me so be okọ primaries we ho any said ye ho second twente and na me bisa say sa mo suggestion ensign ma ye nyija ya manwesem no emetwitwa ye munye no tintan change ye hunu sisi.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. But let me stay on the Council of State. We feel that if elections already know this kind of elections are what's it called public organizations like Council of State elections. Look at what happened in Ashanti region, even Greater Accra. Confusion or see.
Yes.
As if you want to maintain Council of State, will it be possible there? Regional House of Chiefs, presidents, or represent each region, instead of electing somebody from the region to represent the region.
That means I will say adjustment or constitution.
Yes, that is
amendment.
Yes, because I'm looking at that possibility. Because if you feel there, or your futu, no, what's my president is that. And now, him free. I will play critical role for Ghana. Yes, remember politics in the Union. Why don't you give them that opportunity?
Okay.
That each region be instead of conducting election to elect one person. They represent the whole region. That American, no. Be the way you Western region. What people are talking about the age, whether whether it is appropriate. The 32-year-old will be the one to be advising the president. Of course, he can if the person is wise. You see, wisdom has nothing to do with age. Wisdom.
Sir.
Oh yes, your opinion be over sebi only me answer. No, your before we also only me answer. And so the issue of age, because the issue of age, yeah, supposed to be a question. The why there?
Can wisdom or gray hair?
Yeah,
but it had a lot to do with age, but on the other hand, so young people too do grow gray hair.
Yeah, of course, because yeah, issue there. Age is somewhere you can. Why is it that it is 60 years? No matter how wise you are, no matter how competent, able to mabua. What's it called retirement?
It's a ntina nkomo koso semsi Jamagana no
say president
ye best sign retirement age
the first person or John Palm or many in those 80 years he can be president.
Nti also ne honorable adwin say constitution ankasa hian sign kakra.
Oh yes. Now appointment obutu appoint to be wabu 60 years. To be a minister.
Okay.
But age is 60 years you can't be a public servant. You see that this inconsistency in the constitution. You need to look at all these things. But I mean, if we can do without the Council of States, let's do without it. Then say that my budget and I spend on Council of States, every year, you have to before. And now I'm president of your advice on security. Security couples for they can easily advise him on security.
Okay.
Or your advice on any critical issue. There are heads ubutu one madam advice then you do away with the Council of State. Let's spend on the council because one of them obeto kala mo bibiara.
Oh them.
Oh yes, so V8 obi abinya V8. One salary so
will be the door.
Oh still I obey you on V8.
Still I obey you.
Today
IGP or retirement, CDS or retirement, Chief Justice or retirement. One what will be the door?
Obey Land Cruisers in the Council of State.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's a messy. Fencing chain collapsing.
Okay.
You collapse the Council of States. Let them see can years for the president on taking advice from technocrats and a public servant. No, a handful. Already know. Don't take advice from them. Not necessarily a group of people are also that we share and send our advice president. Okay. On the issue of Council of State, this is what I am. But on your fair elections are Okoto Aba was a unipaco represent the region. Na numu macho men and NDC MPP politics again. If you continue to do this NDC MPP politics, I am telling you, my sister, this country will not get anywhere. Council of State to
when your movement.
Council of State. Yes, interna yakade ba konchamfa. Oya winner takes our system now or how manen. Yakade nche ye pen kebo ma benumum. So that sense of unity, that sense of patriotism, we can bring them back.
Thank you. Yen Shaman for coming and for your appointment I revoke, and employment I revoke. Teacher Kujo Tepanya so I foresee judgment that in the offing because ex-president Nana Danko Akufo-Addo was the substantive president of Ghana and his term ended at 12 midnight on January 7, 2025. His presidential duties didn't end after the December 7, 2024 elections. Therefore, every duty he performed within that period was valid. Any was valid, right? Any public officer removed from office by JDM just because the appointment was made after the December 7th elections is very absurd, to say the least. Asembeba Depi. Okay. Onone dear enono. And Derek Ayeti says, I'm watching you live from Nkrakan. Yedasia Samoa, Darlington, much love, UTV Ghana. Anas Fufu, congratulations to all elected Regional Council of State members and happy birthday to Honorable Frank Yeboah. Okay. Nana Mponsa Bediako, sister, I think the NDC led by John Mahama should be very careful how some guys are getting too powerful in Ghana. And the Kufuor Mensah, a known NDC person, won the election and became part of the Council of State. Did any NPP member resist this victory? His victory? Why now? It's a shame. Al Hassan Abubakari, please, that's West Point have. Me and some were why Mema brothers na and some who bisa bibi about Best Point savings and loans. Citizen of Usuajiman, the youth elected to the Council of State will cancel the president on youth-related issues. Simple. Okay. Abuaji David says, good morning, UTV. I'm watching you live inside Accra SCC. Yeah, that's yeah. And Mad Lion. Good morning. I have heard him. Good morning. Yeah, President John Mahama and NDC party leadership should call their men and women, that's guys, to order. Why am I saying this? I've read a lot of comments and posts coming from our brothers and sisters from NDC, that's the comrade, and some pro-NDC saying that Nanan Kansa Ayeboafo, the Adekye Nsroma is a well-known NPP member, so they see no wisdom for him to be part of the Council of State members, to be a Council of State member, to advise President John Mahama. I want them to answer these questions for me. Questions in a while, I'll try and see if I can shorten it. Are we practicing democracy, or we are going back to the military rule? Did you see or hear any NPP member talking against the late E.T. Mensah when he won the Council of State member for Greater Accra region? And did NPP guys disrupt the process when the late E.T. Mensah was leading during the sorting in the 2021 Council of State member elections at the venue then? Okay. PSA Kojoa Isaac Shaggy. So I want to ask you, was there any state council during the Kufuor's time? Yes, they've been there always. And if yes, did they really advise President Kufuor on how the country was heading towards, or where it was heading towards? How did he respond? See how the NPP man is talking. Ghana, oh no. No. Nana Mponsa Bediako, 2 people appointed as managing directors of TOR, Temoy Refinery. What is really going on in this government? And then Raymond Techi Ansa, yeah, the 2-year-old man elected is an NPP member. Okay, who is here again? PSA Kojo Makai Odieno. Samuel Sean, I need my senior brother, Honorable Ebo Backman's number. For Brown, need a number. Eric Wachobaya, do you know that if not NDC's chaos, I didn't know that there's something called Council of State elections. So what really was wrong with these people, or is wrong with these people? Some Ghanaians have brought them to us. Okay. To me and can odi any CCI manning how you call around to ovie yanko chief of staff krata na wacho ni so but obisu bisa a question me, so I find it intriguing. I say my appointment na a clash because me Louisa Dr. Louisa Hannah Bisu, and so oko baby District Assembly Common Fund Administrator and Omabo Ora Harrison Michael Yamson being Sudin, and I will be so cancer tour and so
GIPC,
right?
GIPC, sir.
Yeah, no, so, sir. Okay, and revocation of employment or appointment after the December 7th elections. Any more, dear, no, other let us know, but me, you me and sign. What is the confusion about?
Yeah, me that's it. I always think I'm meeting me appointment now. A be a night crashing on once.
A crash and a be a crash.
It's only a walking. Say your name na shase. Your name na we.
Oh, Ntikrata Abano. I be who say I can obi din as Messi is going to this.
Yeah, that's why there it will be unfair for you to talk about it. Or no trend there.
Yeah, I would
say. Na wakoka obi dia.
Some video course na me bisa meduma na me.
I say
una we freedom fighter mo ofie. Me dey be freedom fighter mo
because say bia one ehwo ehye so mfa nto bia. Etrum.
Enti say do be ka no bia.
Yeah, be ka sa asem no. Ofie ka dey o safe one.
Arefo ma hu say edru ba bia omo wo say dey omo ye gentleman's agreement. Enu anu omo ye.
Hey.
Yeah, this one ya be dey kan kan.
Mo be ye gentleman's agreement we na ya na agi ehia. Ya no ye NDC, ya no ye MPP.
Many baby appointment ni fiba.
And caso you movement.
And I'm going say
movement omo fa me kwa and Kobema me chief of staff move fa me ko.
Gamen to us me dance. Once it me si bo man na ebi kra social media no dey appointment bebre bi aba na ebia omampanyin kasamafo aba bon time because o dey bi e dey enya no kra won to mu. Nti me nim say ne when na authentic na ne when na bia e be say me tima kan say fake e be fake. Nti ho dey me ntina me pese me komu kese. Me no dey omampanyin nim senia oye na appointment fa em so bia nim senia o sha ase ye no appointment bia akoso kama me ayesre ne say gibenya wonga sebe wo ahofama obetimi aboa adwuma ne mpuntu no man na konanim ya say ye kwakoto aba political party bia de ne manifesto ba bontin na wachire manfo say ye fa education a na meye wo ye fa e na meye wo ye fa e na meye wo enti say party bi win babanma ono ba be hihye ni nyuma yefo a osusu say obeti won aye ne won aye adwuma nti oba appoint ne ministers appoint ne CEOs nti den na sebe abanga we lose election ye mfa ne sa obeka say o me appoint obi akotena SIC na other political party a we win election aka say mekoso ama say ni pa na tena ho na me na ye adwuma ebe ye sa wo komrama mra sabe
say dia emra na chere say ebia say DC ana minister na deputy minister say no die esi pa dia wo kan wo na nia ya fa na ebia wo civil service mu ana so say public service commission na mo board so afa no no eno dia nyamo amobrofo government is continuous. Nti unu afa no a wo ba eni ni nya
make kamba
okay
yet to aba ma political party be say the omang no so 4 years after 4 years no be san ba be ebio so be fa nyuma yefo a eye wa sede so be boa say Ghana ni be bia ne kongdo so be pa nyuma ye no obenya nyuma ye na sebio sebe ya ukomu a defy reasoning say sebe common sense doesn't support it. They had to we well lose election. Wage bill. Ni oba be di wade abanfo for oba no. Ono oba be say man ho den a metimi di atua ka. Eye sirenga bi san na sirenga nan. Enti den na nia orekwa fanipa bebre egu hotwa wo say oba san be tua ka be den no tua ka.
Okay, so na me honorable asefo edi ho nkomo asamba ko kan ni say ebi mu ho ana say nyese ebi mu say na omaje okay o example say why na omaje financial clearance
ya mreben after 7 December ana
the kind say na omaje financial clearance
o krata na o so bia wo man no appointment ana say wo fa na ban adwumam after 7th December.
Good. I don't say omaje clearance na to what the da.
And what trying dem fia wotwe.
Okay.
No trying dem fia nan. Ya agore aye di obi anim. Se na eto da bia ye di nfa. Eto da bia bon se President Kufu Abreso 2008. The last State of the Nation address. Oti en kaso kan na. Ho no so ye implement single spine salary structure sadrenum. He no ba betu asa kan. Enti bra Professor Mills buy no ti Yusufu kan daga so there bi ye won say e dey say ka say kona koya e be den ama wo prempren ya da bia o man yen sika sema kwa akodu IMF report we dey buy na anu ya e next this year budget ya very scary baby na Ghana yen kawo na $29 billion in 2016 yet hani abanga obesen kwe no e de kodu $66 billion ahi no de beka ho $66 billion kan ye kan 120 billion e kodu over 600 billion e ho ka ene esum ho twan yen e brospia na yakogie no bebrebe na yentimi amfa nnua bibi papa bi na aso aba no amaban ho ato no ene aban yi bai hwe ne ekoso nsusem ayebasa nkane asem eho anabontu niama bebree enti oman no bebe ayewo no se aban otisu ka so amon afa nipa na wi enti anya hwe ye ma wo kwa sika pe na do betua wonka afia ye komu ye yo 20 this year aban sika so di tuaka
aban oyi omo no mfa fofronshim
eno de aban no ba betena ase ahwe na ho den eno nti na wo ka bibi
because awu ka se omo nti on sika be na odi tu omo kan
me da ase wo se oni owura asefo akasa no ka asem bi also wonga nya den
financial
clearance and the basic finance minister ho na aba
okay
nti obehwe ne bottom no so sika na wo ho na ebeso enso de amontwan ansa
okay
ebeso nti yenko ena ye kwakotua 71.1 billion Ghana cedis wage bill for this year alone 71.1 billion Ghana cedis according to IMF now yeah over 40% of young revenue now ye better ya kwenganim enti challenges wo on kasa jetom na mom no kware so kan say bosia bo bebrebe e na de o man na koto ohaw mu no wo da won so ye covid and a Russian Ukraine war we acknowledge say and we admit say ohaw wo ho o man sika sem na ye eno nti na ne ye ne IMF din sa wo so ansa ansa make decision bi a person ye president Mahama Boshe ne say e say ye betimi a restructure Ghana ye sika sem ni ye ansa ne ya say anamuntu ban de betu eye normal thing ya we say we wa adwen say obedi achen ne awunya wontime nko wanim obi abrabo sa na tintete no eye ade a medem susu say ne kwan so anen aban no be bi ode ne nsa kotoye no onyimfo mfa kotoye eye Ghana fo kosi na ahia wo hia so be ye adwuma
okay
so what you say na mo e wo sent to bi koso ansa ansa na ebi abeka so ye fe yi aka ho ana ye fe yak na mom from after 7th December ya to abawiende so aban bi yes no say me yes ade am ye ya na adwen papa nche dantage
abra o san ho kwan se obu o man no
te se obu man no obese no wako it's as simple as that me say na man ban no oba no ho akire no Ghana for na person ho kire
movement ye nko ye nhwe say if there can be a change to this argument
yes if
because ene ofie mfoaso
yeah
but na anu bi no ofoaso ene honorable so be against
yeah
and so no so me kan bi honorable asefo 2013 Ghana Web be 2017 Ghana Web publication say President Akufo-Addo direct that almost like nipa 13,000
and it is
so
not
when
true.
the tables turn there I know more kind of for so let's see so odi no be so
even there was national service recruitment in Otwem.
Let's be frank.
You see, one, if you are going to reset this country, you are resetting here. And the reason is that we should reset.
In India, we reset if I be.
On churches, yeah, no.
Reset
Aban or power, no.
Okay.
Or you're in an aban.
Okay.
And see, as it be able to me as a bomb aban, we generally na one magana to pronounce it. If you there, this issue, no. Say, able to me now as a law as a bar regarding this particular issue, so that on your politician no decide there, no recruit and no recruit, no mbra, some breast no recruitment after 7 December. Then you there after 7 December no recruitment. So mbra so my there after 7 December able to recruit some class of people be. For just some can say able to recruit some class of people be after 7 December. Then you after 7 December, no, even though you are still the president of Ghana, no,
okay,
our limit as to kind of recruitment.
Question me bisa ona what say for and say ni nyina na be ye mra chinchin achia na if he say tro say wade nyina ho kwan na so nyina na fata yin enti wuti so wo ho kwan de ya to abawie unim say aka be na wotwe me nsa na wo kọ wo yesa na ayeden ena say mra no so chinchin achia mra no so ka morality ewum nti equity bebem nti wa wo hwe a wo ye ebeboa wo anka ye de ye wo anka woni beje ho should we have lost chinchin achi on everything
young politicians so honu su na won ban akire dey say amon mbra sometimes they go overboard. In fact, most of the time, overboard. Nti yamfa mbra to ho and uncheck the mazi there because president your parent president or lose election no party lose election he's still the president. Nti at that time, you know, on said all your she, on said all your bibiara, and also on certain appointment biara. If on certain embra, there has to be a law to regulate that. So on who consider by appointment is that there has to be a law. We shouldn't leave it to the politicians, not by political football. CCLOC quickly we pull out old documents.
We are different. National Service Journey. So when I say you're too much of a wholesale something, Chief of Staff Julius Debre Kennedy, who said you're too wholesale.
No, but they are justifying it by referencing.
National Service.
You see, police recruitment.
You see, police recruitment.
A lot.
Let's look at this. This one is to NDC. This is my personal advice to the NDC.
Okay.
All the taxes up the we fee. Remember the case. What can issue about national debt, our economic situation? Let me tell you. Obi biala onyimuno. Ghana economic situation, it is worse than what we see on the surface.
I see.
Or a very serious economic situation. Serious. Now, I say, knowing that the economy is you are removing certain taxes. E-levy, that's on kokra.
A nuisance.
Yes, as a betting tax on kokra. As a port so a reduced port when you start 24-hour economy, you give tax rebates to companies now. All these things, you can't trust at all about a man hono. You are going to lose this money. Now, can we consider there? Say the taxi. You should cost benefit analysis of taking off the taxes. Can we reduce the taxes instead of removing them entirely? Because question in there, Mbabunia, where employing when you was in there, won't revoke appointment. Sabio, so where your party from Poe Ghana for?
Okay.
Once you hear Juma. So can we do in such a way there we can have money to pay them? By not removing the taxes entirely, by reducing the taxes, I believe that Ghanaians were not entirely against e-levy.
Now, so omu iya ema Ghana for disappointed.
Omuenya, omu tete so a.
Omu enyi sa e-levy, COVID and betting na Ghana for disappointed and also we a penny Emira phone business. Where is my bond?
Yes.
And see what's some it's the same way drink to what born to our castle be I feel bad. I think I'll be the
truth is that if NDC government goes ahead to remove those taxes, since President Mahama watch your letter to the finance minister there, USAID one Sikana what's since Afibia Yenya I want baby no. The finance minister should find a way to fill that hole. And see, you want to fill that hole, yet you want to remove taxes. Let's be realistic. Also in campaign promises, and also in reality. The economic reality is that say you remove those taxes without finding alternative source of revenue to fill that gap. You won't bet you na so man pa. Truth be told, MPP aban Bogana in terms of economic management. That truth has to be told. But in solving the problem, no, you say you can cut them before the elections in tea. Immediately, me remove those taxes now. It may land us maybe a year in pay. Yes, remove taxes.
What is Omuya no more the Fufraba? And to say that Oma my hand to say Roto Bessia, but so yeah, said no the Fufraba.
No, but what is the essence of removing tax and replacing tax? Roto is the only tax, sir. Even when the government or removing, no, Ghanaians were crying there, the Roto should stay.
Okay.
That's the only tax I'm at there. God of there. Oh no, change the way you Roto. That's the only tax. So my argument is that. Say, those taxes in Allah. How are we going to fill in that gap? Because it is not enough just to reduce expenditure. Because we need to expand the economy through production. And you need money to expand the economy. So I'm saying there, Yes, for this issue of whether the president has the power or authority to recruit or appoint people after elections, that issue has to be cured with law.
All right.
So that politicians don't abuse it.
Thank you. Yeah. Honorable Sisi Ayaba also.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Reset agenda no. Ebini. Enra area chief of staff Julius actual letter say yemfenyi omo ay mo wadwuma emrante ne maba wa ya mo wadwuma e public sector gina no after December 7th no yen yomadi ene letter ba Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council actual Akoma District Assemblies gina ne ya say womo ayefa womo e various district assemblies no one terminate omina appointment revoke omina appointment
after 7th December.
After 7th December. Yeah. And they are Greater Accra actual. Ghana Water and Sewage Company. They don't make the actual put the dates now somewhere November.
Okay.
2024.
November. Near Tuaba.
Yeah, December 2024.
And you know, DNA Ebo Maimu. November 2024. I am Tuaba. Abaiti Akunyaso. Ghana Water for ehunu se wo mi hia adwumayefo ya fa adwumayefo oba abemu a osi yempa mu wo mu nyina emra no mpo se ohye na odi ato so ho se ezema hwe ade na ekoso Ghana no ho yenwanu mu ndisifo afa adwene bi se wo mu numbers a wo nya wa bato we mu no eno ani numbers a wo mu wo se ompesom che Ghana mu mienu se hu oma form de mo amaka nso mo mpa bebia mo befa se Togo na mbeko se hefa na mo beko mo no se ne de wonya ndi ti ne dia wonya Ghana ni enu nti wahya sa amra no na me no de wo mu ne se MPP for na sa de we no e wo so betena se nipa ye for ye pam mo adwuma mina no obi ani obi a political party o
nti afede nti our friend MPP for
de me pa kire ne se enkoma me mate ene se yenwanu man this for feel say omo nkrofo do sebe omanu nsuo eso madware omo hia obi abiom omo kakra wa do nya yom de ba abato 2024 no it is enough for them iti say nipa ni MPP ni o so ye NDC ni o so ye movement ni o because obi a wafa da adwuma wa start ya adwuma be boso me akoso mienu wo se ye fa no after abato brinti no ye nyina di iti ufo say ne ni beji waban no ho they don't care. Political experience.
Sama hijack ofie phone ono wa na odema me. Yi ma me no ye interesting 10th February 2017. Krata no honorable Kwaku Agyeman Menu Minister of Health then.
I've seen that letter. Suspension.
Chief Director into also suspension of recruitment of health professionals. Yes. I refer to our earlier letter with reference number so dated 31st January 2017. I wish to request that you suspend all recruitment activities for the 8,634 nurses and other health staff until further notice. The suspension is not a cancellation, but to allow the Ministry of Health to finalize all issues related to the financial clearance.
That's it.
So were these ones suspension or was it revoked? Were they employed or recruited?
They were employed.
To the system.
They were employed. I'm telling you. They say all of them were employed because there were issues with the clearance.
It's not true.
Nankrata sembi nkoye. It was no about minister no. No so mo suspend it. And no so ka say enye cancellation.
Okay.
When we
so this one, yes. Now me be so now was if I was say there were some what was done was not in tandem with proper governance. In Shishaya no enye papa.
Here.
There was woman chief of staff crack.
And then they said they never papa.
He was and also kind of fast so far or mono. It's not in tandem with proper governance procedures. Oh, chief of staff letter, no, let me read it for you. Let me just read that.
Your mom patch the governance in 7 say, ya to about my way. It's no men jahwe. Forgetting said 2016. Ya to about man and now the Danko Kufuado no. That date bang any far yera dom level. Date buy any affair NCC boss. Date buy any affair Shraj boss. Salete si na ho. Nana do dan kwa Akufo do buy oyobi di.
Domlevo ye yinedi.
When bio ne yinedi.
Oh, you be no me.
When you know visa.
When all this of appointments that yeah. Prior to Nana do dan kwa Akufo do assumption of office no. Oba odi obi aye adwuma.
Give me the chief of staff.
It's a fee. Sadness is for the awuke. Or say it is not a cancellation. Nemom ye hwe nkratasem no and I'm telling you say ye no omo ye such anyway ye no omo fa sadness for nyina. Nurse ni o say ye na di sabre no omo na mekan.
Chief of staff.
When ya eni ye na di. Hey, asempa na mo dia ba ye o. Asempa na mo dia ba NDC. It's a reset nyina no. Ne say ya.
You do the same thing.
Yeah, but we now the way. Yes, same thing.
Why you the same thing? National service recruitment or national service employment now. No better revoking.
I'm not revoking national service.
I'm not say national service for national service employment.
This one is from the presidency. Chief of staff natural said.
Oh no.
What's the
difference?
Me say national service ni no a ono etro ye say wo revoke nkrofo appointment no ono ano ye as a national service boss.
No,
hold on. Mama Hekel no.
That's it.
So national service boss no why na power no kotena ho. To me ben no de ye adwuma no.
President na a power no.
Nti se meti hey me koka obi asem ne Samaya. Do you know that Samaya company no?
And I make sure say at that time, national service actually no muteki yen. But it wasn't like presidency.
No, the it was President Akufo who revoked it.
How can president?
It is here. I will read it to you.
How can president revoke national service appointment? Hey, now the money you quite no. But the truth is one. Okay, you say Obi there's nothing wrong with this.
No, I'm saying that the way you are talking, you didn't say anything wrong with what you did.
All public officials. Between this period, I have given you examples of Nkrofo Yafa Majuma, double level, NCCA boss, Shraj boss. After you have lost elections.
At the end of the day, fire.
And the bitch said within that period, nearby, you know, fire no okoya did original to see fire no. When no dear no more can.
And I'm a catcher say we also quite almost fast fire.
Quite bad, so no more fast.
Proper governance.
Proper governance, and they say Yatu Abama. The party say Yatu Abama. It's in only quite of the bar.
Now, Brakwesi, show Yatu Abama. Oh, Beko. Into Yatu Abba 7th, by 9th or 10th, yenim results, you know. Into when we say, oh, I'm not winning, or I've lost the elections. Then you go ahead.
No. So let me educate you. Maybe you didn't know.
I really appreciate your education, but can I finish?
Because they did not get employed on the 7th, you know. This process started way before.
When were they giving the appointment letters?
You see, appointment is not when you are given the appointment letter. It's a process.
Many problems. But it's a appointment ni si ebra ya ma o letter. Enti ye be sha se atua wo ka. Ye de dey a wo share adwuma ase. Nyabotre o.
Adwuma kuo no a.
Nyabotre. Enti appointment letter o mo anansen ye bobo mo di nyina se mo mo dey a o mo share adwuma ase. Na no sister no anko wo kosu no. Holista so wo kire da ye fa ni contract no. Enti o mo a ene ye si enyi omu. O mo appointment letter no. Date be na na e wo so. When were they to start to work?
They may partially say, Yafa womu ejuma on a particular date.
Okay.
Now answer ni ebe for
so I want to know that particular date. Yeah. Ebia, you were to start on the 8th of January or...
Chief of Staff, I said after December 7th, I said yeah.
Yes,
so, December 7th.
After the December 7th elections.
It's, you know, I mean, you say, omo e form ejuma nyinara, ye form December 7th and December 8th. Various. Ejuma biya, ejuma kuo biya, any data or they find in Crawford. There's no one particular date. Now, my party say, Omo yafa womo after December 17 nano. Obiye ni one of the process no. E sha see in less than 3 months. Omo nyinano because you need to have financial clearance.
Okay.
Financial clearance ni yadia ebe wo budget mu. Finance minister ebe take cognizance of the fact say ye benye sika na ye dia ma kwan mo afa dipa no
nti omo ayefa omo after December 7th omo akatu ahụ nsem ewo
which budget
budget be mu
you taking care of it because ye fa wo no clearance yes wo budget clearance
I see
budget clearance ya adia enye no enye
I'm not saying say but I'm just asking my question
ofie na moyi onim say adia akofu enye onim ofie nim say enye o just say knowing who he is onim say enye
but why him say kibi de na de bia ba Alexander Apia, Mamiya, my wife was also appointed to Ghana Education Service in December 2016, but they later revoked it and was not paid a peswa after working for 2.5 years.
What happened in a revoking year?
Alexander, finish us with much information.
That is it.
Because Wala says, Honorable, that's what happened to the banks when they were laid off, when the bankers were laid off. They were not Togolese.
No bank for lay them off. No, the president lay them off. On my banks and answer and lay them off. Yati, adia air cost one one. Mama yeti say and ne ye patch lessons ye to a bar. Of you patch or Okasa.
Okay, Michelle. I would Jana Nunsi. I would be a family jail ma Okasa. That's it. I don't know. Yes, sir.
On him saying yet. You see, partisan politics in a new. Idea way no say idea me a behamia, but you not to Manu de Ofia minimum. What's one more? What I'm saying, yeah, this is not good. And let's hear to a bar. Say a to a bar. Now you're to a bar. You're to a bar who say 7 when you more Obia or keep it on it to Sumpuno. Politics back count. I didn't end this for the brain.
And yes, Anna Munina Yamuye no say fa nipa ya fanui. At the end of the day, the perception, and he say, oh, yeah, party inclined. And yes, I
it is a fat obia. You see, that's the problem. It's an ordinary
problem. And a problem over that.
And a problem over that. Why should somebody think, say, a party inclined to know Yajuma? It's the ordinary Ghanaian or Nam how I could school. On party, you know, money in Yajuma will come her. Is that what Sanya Patre? Sanya Giatum. Yeah? Sana Yagiatum. No, but you know.
There be me busa questions.
But who say ya begia to mu say Ghana I for Juma nko then it means a political party sponsored you. What should we do now? But that's the problem. That's the problem. That is the problem. Can't justify this.
No, I'm saying that. No.
Yes,
I wanted you to condemn what you did. Then you will have the basis to condemn this one. You didn't do that.
I've told you about Dom Level. I've told you about we could have sacked all of them, but they remain in office.
I'm saying that national service far. No, we're employing one. National service personnel, people to work at national service secretariat. We're employing one.
And I am telling you, I do not know the basis of that layoff.
We're employing one.
But this time, December, a chief of staff, 2016, all public institutions. All public institutions.
What I'm saying is that. What I'm saying is
that we are turning this country into.
No, what I'm saying is that if you had condemned what you did, then say there, this one is also not good. I condemn the other one. I will condemn this one.
Thank you. Point well made.
But most of us
Thank you.
What kind of thing are we bringing to ourselves? No, yeah, it is bad. And yet,
then he said,
this only than doubting.
No, let the people tolerate them. Let them be in.
Uncle Bompacho Yokum, Honorable. If you are Yokuma Mawaka Savings, if you uncle.
Obaya Medas. Who said 2017 MPP Babem. Juma Wudi no, Sebi, Tangchang near Supreme Pringy. Near Abanga Jumaye.
And Utina Ghana for a mom over 6 million different.
Do better. Obi be principled. Well, as I say, we are principled. Kakra. The mempe and found it as some say no benting or so won't pay. Now then I was justify aye nye chensa nene obi at the 2 years won tia so obaya say abanga djuma wo phobia wonye advertisement remember say abang person phobia won advertise mpacho yemi say eyi wo advertising wo dailies ben mu paper ben ne carry advertisement no
okay
ama And it's not chief of staff to say one am due process, one am
best practices. I was looking for his word. I say not in compliance with established good governance practices and principles.
Public dailies were the best.
Okay.
So what I say? Now be a person who apply.
We omanye no. Inti echina ye sorry na omo de krata ba say ye ya.
No near person won't prove. One also person court one fan court in time. No fan make sure and say ampa we hear advertisement or paper same. And some will find the back no. A back door. But near make akosini President Mahama Nyankopon inshira no. Akoma or that betra konwa iso no. Ya. E be dey say bia na no ye betwa no ye be hu bi wa bag obesen koy no. Sir President Mahama aba na IGP that's what at post abosoma hini or that's what
abosoma epe
obosom ba ko pe na ye pempo IGP that's what
obia Mahama office bia or interest I am giving you information obia our interest maintaining those people
azumo office
I can mention names
oh yes, security.
You tolerate you. We know
what I say. You
are not being.
President Mahama. To say.
Oh, see, I west to me.
Antina, so kakra. I don't cry. You binum. Ni aya bonne plachi kan say yes right. Ni ama bebre anko you ra good without power breso. Anya ya anko hand over money deputy kakra. Na bi a won say obetutu ni ama kopem daben. Because them bebre cause ni ani nyehu. Ni ani abutrend ye wo. Ti yan share ne ye demonstration here but yes so say or ya che office.
Thank you
President Mahama pe abreso na sadi and President Mos abreso pe ne huzane maybe enya na kufa do abreso wo ho no de continue ma ba betu ye hu ni nyina bi and na what ya justify niam enye man na ye tekire no mo me tekire ni yo
ya ka every send we video of Asafomafo.
Yeah, boy. Any honorable Vincent as a for
yeah, so that's what I'm saying that it's earlier than now.
Okay. Thank you. Collins texted or say the protocol money is gone. Nana Yadomami, I want to know when NPP government revoked Ghanaians who were appointed during 2016. Did the Honorable Alexander complain this way? Let's stop the hypocrisy in Ghana. Young Joe, modern day politicians are all hypocrites. Just even listening to the movement member telling us what NDC said during the campaign is a campaign talk. So they should not abolish the taxes they claim they will take it over. We are watching. Apia Moses Mamia, your questions look biased in favor of the attitude in governance. You mate questions ne de me koso anama busa. De na mo ho na na mo ye no anamo se mempem asem no. Ye busa question an wusisi ye be koso an ye busa bra. Enye de bia na ye busa ebe ye o debate ebe ye ne day. It is part of the job. Corruption Perception Index. Anglebo, yes still ya drop it 2024. You see, I drop here about 42. We now to say a class marking no into any aggregated DNBia. Unya 8 or so, unya 70 now, what's your form? Can any other 43 and a tiaba 42 into Yatia San Yechi. Just say, and now here, Nipa will be a dream, say Ghana day. Chrono ne dream ne canano, a sea dradia.
Yeah. Ghana, we are where we are. If you consider as a Yankopanza Moman Ghana, last Mekano hand, that's some reason to be. There are 195 countries in the world. Ghana, Yankasa and Ghana, is the largest producer of gold in Africa. They are 6th in the whole world. Bauxite, they are 11th in the whole world. Manganese, they are 5th in the whole world. Cocoa is 2nd in the whole world. We have diamonds. 15 countries will produce diamond, or Africa, on large scale. Ghana is one of them. We are 2nd largest producer of salt in Africa. We are 2nd largest producer of crude oil in West Africa, 9th in Africa. We have all these resources, yet we are poor. And one of the reasons why we are poor in corruption. Ghana is the only country where you become a politician 4 years, you put up a mansion, you own cars, nobody questions you because you're out of government. See, if you can say echo opposition, nobody asks you a question as to how in Yesika, it will see mansion within 4 years. Our salary, on to me see even 10% of that burden. Because you to me the politics, game of politics and corruption is part of it. And that is what is killing this country.
In fact, let's go. Hold on, Kafra. Okay, Pacho, yes, special prosecutor a press conference. Here can say or declare Ken Oforiatta wanted. Until now, it is a message and no. Now me as me communicate this way, say if we in Kaibe fano live, but unfortunately, it's me fan bremo. In our subsequent bulletins, you know, the bremo name you bet to me I can authoritatively, right? Say special prosecutor office, you know, and the special prosecutor servant, you know, say Ura Ken Oforiatta, former Minister of Finance. Or you wanted. I don't know, but it will suffice to say once he's been declared wanted, it's the state that sent them there. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, this and it's like I was talking about corruption, and this issue is corruption related. Yeah. So me feel there. If you reset this country once again. You find a number, you find reset this country. Singapore was a fishing community, very poor community. Now Singapore, what crack in Sumpo and Sanawanum, they have to import water to survive. How were they able to move from that poor country to where they are now? One of the things they did was to fight corruption. Lee Kuan Yew, one of the things he did was to fight corruption. In Singapore, a government appointee, let's say a car and a sedan, and that's a wakotia on to me see the madan on Tradamaka. It is presumed that Iwe Sika in a car, so that the burden of proof is not on the state. It is not the state that will prove that you stole the money. I will not say you prove there in Iwe Sika. Nemo damusike na mafado mutu tokalen mutu silane.
Ebi a Singapore for no omo criminal prosecutions here different. Ebi a na omo de no civil law no omo de ejuma Ghana de say common law there. Wa legend na will prove.
What I'm saying is that Singapore has done it more successful. Law, what is law? Law is to prevent wrongdoings. Okay. And I'm mostly yeah. And also for right things to be done. So if in Ghana politicians are not really willing to fight corruption, that is why they are every now and then this corruption in the perception index here can answer me. It's over 100. I don't remember that you've ever crossed 50 before. Yes, it's over 100, but yeah. you've never crossed 50 before.
Okay. Uncle Ebo Kafra, you bet me a fancy my YNTA special prosecutor, lawyer Kiseja Emra briefly. But your special prosecutor a press conference now, you see what Kase Ura Ken Oforiatta or you wanted by the state, YNTA Bimra.
I'm wondering, is there no room to allow him access to speak rather than take this route to declare him wanted?
Let me answer. Alton, we'll carry the media along when we are ready to disclose the nature of his involvement in these investigations. When we started, it was 4, but by last week, it had become 5. So we're still opening it up. The more we go into it, the more we see things. So when we are ready to state, we either come here to address you or we put it by way of publication on our website or directly to the media. Yes.